In this video, we will study about production function. So let us understand what is production function. What is production function? The basic relationship between the factors of production and the output is referred to as production function. The firm's production function for a particular good shows the maximum amount of the good that can be produced using alternative combinations of capital and labor, which are denoted as K and L respectively. So, in brief, we can say that a production function is the maximum quantity from any amount of input. If L is labor and K is capital, one popular functional form is known as Cobb-Douglas production function forms. As per Cobb-Douglas production function, L is denoted as labor and K is denoted as capital. Now let us understand the types of production function. The nature of production function, that is how output varies with change in the quantity of input, depends upon the time period allowed for the adjustment of inputs. Thus, on the basis of this, production function is classified into two main types: short-run production function and long-run production function. Now let us understand what is short-run production function. Time when one input remains constant and an addition to output can be obtained only by using one another input. So let us say one input capital is constant and another input labor is variable. Thus the output is only obtained using labor in short run production function. While the long run production function says that the time when both the inputs become variable, that means both the capital as well as labor are variable, is known as long run production function. Thus, as we saw that the production function is expressed with reference to a particular period of time. It expresses a physical relation because both input and output are expressed in physical terms. Also, production function describes a purely technological relation because what can be produced from a given amount of input depends upon the state of technology which exists. Now let us understand some terminologies regarding short run and long run production function. Total product, TP. What is TP? TP represents the relationship between the number of workers, that is L, and the total number of units of output produced, that is Q, holding all other factors of production including the plant size constant. For example, for a coffee shop, output would be measured in number of coffee cups a day. For another example, for a steel mill, output would be measured in tons of steel produced a day. Now let us understand marginal product, MP. In short, we can say that marginal means an additional unit of output. So marginal product means the additional output that can be produced by adding one more worker while holding plant size constant. Now what is average product, AP? AP means the total number of average product produced, the amount of output produced by each worker on an average. That is, we can also say that output per worker is known as average product. Now let us discuss about law of variable proportion, which is also known as short run law of production. Law of variable proportion is a type of short run production and thus is also included in production function. While if we talk about long run, then law of returns to scale a price. For law of variable proportion, certain assumptions are taken, which are as follows. That is, one factor, say L, is variable and another factor, say K, is constant, or vice versa. Number 2. Labor is homogeneous. Number 3. Technology remains constant. And number 4, input prices are given. So here we complete production function. Thank you. I hope you all have understood it very well.